Little off.
There was like a second off there.
Yeah. How you doing, baby? Welcome, Mr. Whiskers, the podcast.
I'm doing fabtabulous.
Fabtabulous with your orange juice.
With my orange juice. No cellulose.
Yeah. Well, I drink some chocolate milk, and I'm afraid that the cellulose is going to curdle the milk in my belly.
Right.
And then I have the screaming poopies.
And I've got like this acidic-y orange juice, so that's probably not good to mix with
I'll be taking a poop, and you're like, are you pooping? Oh, gosh. Yeah, so we took a little break there for a second.
Yes.
And we're back.
Yes.
Because we wanted to figure out a few things that we can do for this summer.
Yes.
And also just kind of take like a mental break with everything that was going on. But do you have anything you want to say?
Oh, and you forgot to edit the one that we did before, so that probably won't be coming.
No, it will be coming out today, the day we're recording. Mm-hmm. You're going to be hearing this one Friday. Mm-hmm. So the one that we posted is about the Met Gala, and it's on Tuesday of this week. So rewind time a little bit and go back to Tuesday. And
so we haven't been gone for a while. This is technically our second one.
Yeah, technically.
So one we have been gone for a while.
Yeah, it's just, like just life gets in the way, that's why I'm just like, I want to hire an editor, but I'm just like, fuck that, right. Because
you are the editor.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so we have a few ideas that we want to do for the summer and everything. And I figured that we can just kind of spitball them out here and see what sticks to the wall.
Yep.
Right. Mm-hmm. So let me get my phone up here. And I know we've run by this before this, but okay. Ooh. Ooga booga. All right. So the first one, what we're thinking about is getting, I found these mic packs on Amazon for not that much. And we were talking about, throwing some of these mic packs on and doing what we usually do.
Yeah.
During the summer sometimes. And just, just record it. Put it out there. So the first one is putt-putt golfing with Mr. Whiskers. Right?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, that'd be.
I mean, that one will probably reach like an hour to hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Who knows? But I don't think we putt-putt golf for over 2 hours.
I mean, you could putt-putt golf for over 2 hours, but I don't think people want to sit there listening to us putt-putt golfing for 2 hours.
True. All right. Then we have the conspiracy corner. And that's just like a once a month thing. And the putt-putt golf is just like a random, maybe like once every 2 months, or not really planned on.
Well, what, instead of us doing it live, why don't we just like take key moments and talk about it on the podcast? No. That's how I think it should be done, because I'm not going to really be focusing. And plus, sometimes I have a potty mouth.
That's okay. So, I have a potty mouth. And
I don't really want people to hear me like using an expletive every 5 seconds, because I can't get the ball to go in the hole.
Well, because that's the funny part about it, because you say me.
No.
Me. Me. And I'm like, oh, y'all need to change your diaper. So the next one is Conspiracy Corner. So just basically like once a month, possibly, talk about some type of conspiracy.
Yeah.
And then bless you. The third one is True Crime Thursday. What do you think of that one?
That's a good one.
I mean, because I know we talked about that last night, but it's just like almost everybody does true crime or
everyone does
murder mystery.
Yeah, definitely murder. Everyone does murder. I think everybody doesn't need any more of that in their life.
Yeah, so it's really, really bad energy.
Yeah,
type of thing.
Kind of thing.
Give me a second. Let me check if my mic is still on here. Where is the mouse?
I don't know.
There it is. Yeah, we're still on.
We're still going.
We're still good. But yeah, so I feel like those would be pretty fun.
Yeah,
and everything.
It'd be fun to do.
But yeah, even the potty mouth babe, it's kind of more of our real time explicit selves, not just talking normally back and forth kind of thing. It's just like, yeah, we can talk about whatever. Like, cause last time we went putt golfing, it was like, one, really fun.
Yeah.
And two, like we had such like one hell of a conversation. Yeah, multiple of them.
Multiple conversations.
But
also it was like, beginning of a relationship too.
Yeah, true. But I mean, shit, we're doing this and look at the good conversations we have here.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm just saying that it was, so long ago, like it would be nice to do it again.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Besides, minus the trucker trying to kill us.
I don't even want to go back to that one.
Yeah.
No, sorry, I just yawned in the freaking microphone.
No, that's okay.
Sorry.
You don't have cellulose with you.
I don't have it. I'm just like drained. Like,
let's go get some cellulose.
I don't know why we didn't get cellulose before we got this. Like, I wasn't really expecting a drink today, but
we can drive up there right now and go get one. I'll give you some money
to go in there and get
one. You want to?
I don't know. Should we?
Yeah, we're gonna be on the go.
Oh gosh, no! Everything be shaking and rattling.
No, I'll pause it, and then when we get there, I can turn it back on.
Oh goodness!
Let's do it.
Do what?
Go get some cellulose. This podcast needs to lighten the fuck up.
Yeah, it does.
We're sitting here. Yes. So the tree is infested with birds.
Speaking of trees infested with birds, there's trees got so many holes in them. It's like, why are these trees even still alive? Because these birds have pecked their way into the trunk and are living in there. And it's like, that can't be healthy for a tree.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not an agricultural or whatever.
Agricultural. Is it?
It's something they call, I think it's horticulture.
Horticulture?
Yeah, I think that's what they call people who are tree
huggers.
No, not tree huggers. They're like tree scientists or something like that. Or tree science. If I might be wrong, if someone knows the exact term, please
put it down in the comments or email Mr. Whiskers the podcast.
So, because I'm like, that cannot be healthy.
No, it can't. No, it honestly can't. I wouldn't think.
I wouldn't think.
But like trees in general, just like mess me up, kind of thing. Like how. This is the stoner brain in me, but it's just like, how does this stuff exist?
Right.
Like why and how are these trees here? I mean, of course, we can get religious with it, but see, this is what happens when I don't have cellulose.
It's all about evolution.
Yeah.
Because in my bioscience class,
God bless.
She talked about how land becomes forest.
Mm.
It all starts with the grass, and the grass gets taller, and the weeds sprout, and the weeds become bigger, and the weeds become thicker, and the weeds become trees.
Yes.
It's like an evolution of.
That's interesting.
And all that stuff. I probably am wrong because so many years ago, but basically it starts in an open field, and then over the years it just starts to gather up and become more than what it was before, and all that stuff. So technically that's how natural trees are made. Now these trees most likely were planted in
more than likely
some facet of way or whatever, but because they have so many memorial trees back there.
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about evolution for a hot second.
Yeah.
And my viewing of it. Evolution. I believe it, and I don't believe all of it.
Right.
Like, for instance, chimpanzees or primates. Right. They're like, oh, all humans. Humans, or not all humans, but it's like the first set of humans were evolved. Like they evolved into what we are now.
Right.
Basically. A little bit more hairy, shorter, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can see how that happened, might have happened.
Right.
But I also see the bullshit behind it.
Right.
Because if we're talking about chimpanzees or primates evolving into us, why isn't all of them?
Right.
You know?
Why haven't they all turned into humans?
Because the whole thing of evolution is adapting to your new surroundings.
Right.
Kind of thing. Right? So it's just like, what can a human do that a chimpanzee can't? You know?
Well, I mean,
like physically.
Physically, I feel like there's stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't really put a finger on any of it, but it's just like nothing.
Right.
Kind of thing, you know? Like, we have opposable thumbs.
Other than talk.
And talk, yeah, but it's just like, even depictions of cavemen were like,
yeah, but I'm like, you know? How do they even know that's how they were?
That's what I'm saying.
You know, that kind of makes me laugh about that Geico commercial, where they it's so easy, even a caveman could do it. They're all like, what? You know, it's just like, how do we even know that cavemen were not intellectual in some form?
That's what I'm saying. Like, they had to be a sort of they made the freaking wheel, for Christ's sake.
Right. They probably had a whole lot of stuff, but all you could find was just a wheel. So you're like, oh, they invented the wheel. Wheel's probably been around for years, you know, like in decades and centuries and all that stuff. Like,
millenniums. Yeah.
So it's like, how do you know? Okay. I'm not a flacking scientist. That's not what I'm doing. Just like, just because you find one thing doesn't mean that that's how it was. Just say you found it. I mean, I guess life is all about hypothesis to experiments and stuff like that, but it's like sometimes in history and finding things, you just have to say we found it and leave it at that, you know, kind of thing. Like,
they would have talked about, oh, it's the wheel and this, that, and the other, and they say ooga 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 booga kind of thing, you know? And it's just like, what if cavemen were just like, hey, Tom, are you going to go hunt with me today? Right. He's like, yeah, sure.
Let's go hunting.
Let's go hunting today.
And then the wheel was actually a frisbee.
Yeah. It was just a death frisbee.
It's just a death frisbee.
They just throw it with both hands and it just decapitates a deer.
And that's how they hunted.
You know, then, you know, there's some people out there, and I was reading one of these articles the other day where people were trying, so you know, cancel culture. Right. We're not going to get into it, but without this one thing, this cancel culture thing, they're like, we need to cancel cavemen for killing all the woolly mammoths. I said, no, your precious earth did that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Need to cancel. None of the bastards are alive.
What next? We're going to cancel, I don't know. The
dinosaurs?
The Ice Age because it got rid of the dodo birds. Like, I don't know.
We're going to cancel the ice cap. We're going to cancel the glacier that took down the Titanic.
No more icebergs.
No more icebergs. No more icebergs.
That's what you get, polar bears.
How about you cancel yourself, brother? We're saving the polar bears. The polar bear would fucking eat your face off in the seconds it has with you.
Exactly.
Because polar bears are the only bears that actively hunt humans.
Yeah.
Besides koala bears. Boom, 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 boom. you know what the strange thing is. Yeah. But yeah, no, polar bears are the only bears that actively hunt humans.
There's no stopping a polar bear.
No, there's not. That's why I always say, black bear, make yourself bigger and scary. Brown bear, fetal position, act dead. Polar bear, I really hope you have a god. Because, I mean, it's
shouldn't have been out there.
Yeah, shouldn't have been out there for one. It's negative like 40 degrees out there.
You don't want that smoke.
But yeah, no, people were just like, we need to save the polar bears. I get it. I get it. We'll save the animals, this and the other, blah, blah, blah. But it's just like, why save or actively try to protest in Alaska?
Right.
When a polar bear can, like, kill all of you.
Right.
Because they're, like, heavy. Like, their claws are, like, the biggest ones out of the bear group. You know? It's just like, just stop.
Just stop.
Do it from afar. Stop trying to cancel cavemen.
That makes no sense. They're not even around anymore.
I don't. I think they meant, like, just take them off of, like, just history. Take them out of history.
That's
100%.
my problem with this whole thing. This cancel culture is like, history is being completely erased, and that is not Jemima. Cool.
But we're not going to get racial
Uncle
with
Ben,
it.
All that stuff. All the Confederate soldiers, statues, and stuff. This is history, and I'm saying this not because I am any derogatory names or whatever that either side of the spectrum wants to call me, but history is history, and we can't just erase history because it's a story that needs to be told, you know? Yeah. And you can't just be out there taking things away and erasing them or destroying the artifacts of them and all that stuff, because that's just ignorance right there. It's no better. People who are doing that are no better than the people who are burning books. Yeah. That's how I see.
I say burn everything but Shakespeare.
Shakespeare should be the first thing to go. I'm sorry. I am not a Shakespeare fan.
I don't like it either.
None of his stories
make sense.
And I had to sit and be an usher at his freaking Scottish play. Yes,
usher.
Macbeth. And that was the most gut-wrenching, wanting to pluck my freaking eyes out experience. Oh my gosh. I just wanted to just shrivel up and pass away. Like, I'm just like, I don't
shrivel up like a little sun-dried grape.
Right. I was like, I looked at my sponsor and I looked at it, I was like, why would you do this to me? Why? Why do you hate me so much? What did I ever do to you? That's what
Hopefully the mic didn't catch that.
And I just wanted to say, because, okay, the story behind it is that they were playing Macbeth. Now, any theater person knows you're not supposed to say Macbeth in the theater when it's being played because it makes bad juju.
What?
Yeah.
No, hold on. What?
Yeah.
Why?
Something always happens wrong with the play if someone actually says Macbeth in the theater.
Why is it called Macbeth then? Change the name.
Because that's the name of the story, the Shakespeare.
Oh.
But when you're in the theater, you're supposed to say the Scottish play. That's what you're supposed to say. And being that I was a Scottish drummer in a Scottish bugle corps, we were asked to usher it so that it could be more authentic to what the storyline was about. But nobody said we had to sit there the whole freaking time throughout the whole thing. I've never seen people get no more drunk in my life either. They got drunk before the play. They got drunk during the play.
Oh my God.
They were drunk leaving the play.
Why get drunk at a Shakespeare?
Well, that's what fancy people, what plays they usually drink before,
that's
during.
Stupid.
That's usually what it consists of when you go to like these foo-foo-y stuff.
That is so stupid. You want to talk about rich people real quick?
Yeah, let's talk about rich people because oh Lord Jesus.
They want to talk about these other low class or middle class people like they're stupid and this, that, and the other. It's just like, you're getting drunk at a Shakespeare play, right? My guy.
You get excited.
How low can you go?
You get excited when you see a black person in a Scottish uniform. Oh, it's a black leprechaun. I'm freaking in a Scottish drum corps. Like, I am wearing a kilt and a tartan, okay? I don't need your BS right now, fool. Like, I don't need it.
Oh, look, little Susie. It's a black leprechaun.
It's like, for one, I'm a big chick. I've always been a big chick. Even in high school, I was a big chick. I wasn't that short or small. Okay, maybe I was 5 foot. But still.
You're such a tiny little baby.
It's like, I'm not a freaking leprechaun just because you're 6 foot something and I happen to be 5 foot.
Oh, my God. No, but they want to talk about how middle class or lower class or the higher upper middle class kind of thing are so stupid. They're so stupid, this, that, and the other. And it's just like, my guy, we are smarter than you. We are smarter than you ever will be.
Oh, you're saying that they're saying the upper class is saying the lower class? Because you said middle class and upper class.
Oh, so I'm saying every class. I'm saying the rich people with every other class calls them stupid.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to manage money. But and it's just happy? Like, you were born into money.
Into money, yeah.
You have a private school education. Right. Yes, you might be on paper smarter.
Yeah.
But get your ass up on the streets here. And you're going to get fucking knocked the fuck out. Like, it's just that simple.
My philosophy is be smart in both.
Yes, you know? and that's what I strive for, and that's what you strive for.
That's what I strive to teach my kids to be, you know? And my thing is this, like, but are you happy? You might have all the money in the world, but most people who have torn relationship with their children, have up to 100 wives, have, you know, they're so focused on this money, and that's probably not right that's probably not true for all of them, but for the ones that I see, you know, like, I love my family, and yes, I want us to be comfortable, but I don't ever want to be that rich.
Yeah.
I'd rather be rich in other places in my life.
I mean, rich in love and rich in happiness.
Right.
But, you know, I saw some on Facebook. My bills to be paid. I saw some on Facebook yesterday. Yeah, for real. I saw some on Facebook yesterday. It said, "There's some rich person." And it's just like some rich chick that was born into money. I think she's from Mizzou or something like that.
Yeah.
And she's like, "I can contest that money doesn't buy you happiness." And someone's like, "Yes, it does." Now, that is pure privilege. Money, I can contest that money doesn't buy you happiness. Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, it does. Because you can get whatever food you want on the table.
Bills are paid.
Your bills are paid. You can get a new fridge if you want.
Right.
You know, your stinking ass fridge smelling like open ass and a can of tuna. Who's calling you?
Oh, I don't know. People just keep calling me on my phone.
Well, let me answer it.
Nope.
Okay. No, but it's so stupid. It is so stupid. That was funny though. I'm sorry that I laughed like a hyena, a black leprechaun.
I was so offended. I was like, I just want to leave.
I really want to get. I really want to get a whole bunch of people that listen to us. Like at least 10,000, and then we can open a Patreon, and we could talk how we usually talk in our normal talks.
Right.
Because usually it's about racial issues or, you know, like that type of stuff. That and stuff like just
happened to me.
Stuff that we can get canceled for.
Yeah, I'm going into Walmart.
The guy at the Dollar General the other day.
At first I was like, should I have a stand-up right now?
You're like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, damn, I thought I had to pay for stand-up. She was literally standing there, and we're getting our groceries and everything. And she was like, oh, sir, you could put your stuff, because he has like a case of water and everything, and he's an old man.
Yeah.
And she's like, you can put your stuff up. He's like, oh, sorry, I was in another place. And she's like, yeah, I'm there all the time. And just regularly. Yeah. Just be like, just say I'm there all the time.
It's like, yeah, I'm there all the time.
He's like, that's funny. And I was just like, and I'm just saying like, what just happened? Am I wrong? That's how he was laughing. He laughed like Eddie Murphy and Eddie Professor.
Oh my God.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
He was going that hard. I was like, what does this guy's do? I mean, thank God he's laughing.
And Ginormica behind the register, and she wasn't having none of that.
Who was?
Ginormica behind.
Ginormica?
She is tall. She is a tall woman.
Oh, Ginormica. I thought you were talking about the fat chick with like 18 chins.
No,
So I can play your chins like a xylophone, brother. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Well, babe, we almost made it to 30 minutes without selling us.
Yep.
This just shows you that we're fucking insane. I cuss a lot more off Celius, though.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, let's get a Celius in this ass. Man, I really wish I could see that guy again. Because that's the moment where we need the mic packs.
Right.
So it's just like, there's
that.
proof.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, my stomach hurts now. Oh,
man.
We need to go to Walmart.
Yeah, we do.
Go get this sucky man. Get the sucky man. He's a harness.
People are like, what the heck is wrong with this?
Oh, Socks. He's our dog.
Yeah.
He's our little puppy dog with the big old ears. He's like he's a border collie, kind of Aussie mix.
Yeah, like he's a mix. He's a mutt.
He's just a big old
He's
mutt.
a farm dog mutt.
Yeah, he can herd some sheep though.
Yeah.
I mean, he tries to herd the kids. You've seen him do it?
Yeah, he does try to herd. He tries to herd me.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
He can't herd me. He knows I'm alpha. Hey, you better keep it up. I'm gonna put you in that trash can.
For one, nobody's fitting in that hole.
I will.
Anyway.
Man, this thumbnail is gonna be insane.
This episode's insane. I was just like, I didn't say anything because my brain was just like, what am I doing? Who am I? Where am I? What is that?
You haven't had the Celius to activate it.
My brain is dead in the morning.
That's why I was just like, damn, our this one's gonna suck.
This one's gonna suck.
This is a really good one though.
Yeah.
This one.
So he's got the trees to make me start thinking.
The trees came in clutch today.
Yeah, the Lorax is all like, I speak for the tree.
Hey, for some reason they're speaking Vietnamese. Oh God. Oh, another thing about Mr. Whiskers during the summer.
Oh yeah.
The podcast. She said is Mr. Whiskers' summer survival guide.
Oh yes.
So
tips and tricks for getting through the summer days.
That's right. And that's the one that's coming up the closest.
Yeah.
So Mr. Whiskers' summer survival guide. We're going to what do you think? Like, you know, like say something once a week, or should we do like a monthly thing? Or
I just think we should have one special.
One special?
Mm-hmm.
One big special?
Yeah.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, we'll do that. That one's coming up on Memorial Day weekend. That Friday. So look for it. Mr. Whiskers' Summer Survival Guide. We're going to get a whole bunch of stuff for you to stay cool during the summer.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay like cool kids on a cool cat.
Stay alive. You know? Staying alive. Staying alive.
Oh, sorry. That makes me think of, you know how people say that song is good for, you know, CPR?
CPR, yeah.
Well, this lady made something that I thought was really cool. It's a CPR kit, and it's like a outline. Like, you put it over the person who's in distress. You put the mouthpiece in their mouth, and then it has like this grid, so it shows you where to put your hands and the compression and stuff like that. Because she's certified and CPR. She's always been certified at CPR, but when her son was choking or stopped breathing, she froze, and her husband had to step in, and she's like, so it doesn't matter what training you have, because when it's someone you love, it's like your brain just freezes. So she made this like emergency pack thing.
That's awesome.
That you could just like use as a guide on the person's body. It comes in infant all the way up to like grown adult.
I'll put that in the description. That's in the description right now.
Yep.
If you want to buy, is it for buy?
Yeah, it's for buy. Yeah, it's for sale.
Well, I'll find it and I'll put it in the description.
Yeah.
Because that's amazing.
Yeah,
because I know a lot of people that have froze and they're freaking EMTs.
Yeah,
you know they're froze because their child is like stopped breathing,
right,
or anything like that. That's awesome. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, and it's like a little pouch.
Little pouch so you can just fit in your pocket.
Put in your purse.
That's
put in whatever.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think that should be like mandatory.
Yeah, for sure.
To carry. It's like the new Swiss Army knife, or addition to a Swiss Army knife. Okay, because you know me, I have like 8.
Yeah, you do have 8.
I could take over Switzerland.
Swiss Army knife.
Just put the Swiss Army knives in my fingers, and I'm like, come on, you little bastard,
let's fight.
Come on.
It's like we're Swiss. We'll fight.
I just duct tape them to my fingers. I'm gonna tickle you.
No, sir, no.
No, daddy, no. Meatball. Pooh. Wait, that's. Anyway, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in the link in the description.
Cool.
Thank you for listening to Mr. Whiskers, the podcast. Look out for Mr. Whiskers' Summer Survival Guide. I'm trying to find the mouse. Give me a damn minute.
Seen it in the
there it is.
Okay.
Thank you for listening to Mr. Whiskers, the podcast on YouTube or Spotify. Mr. Whiskers, the Summer Survival Guide is coming out the weekend of Memorial Weekend. So Friday, Memorial Weekend. It's going to be a big one. So look out for it. You got anything else to say?
Just my normal Mr. Whiskers. Out.
Okay, we'll see that in a second. Go buy the CPR thing. Be a good human. Yes. Just go buy it.
Yeah, we should buy it.
I'm sure it's not. I'm going to buy it.
I'm going to buy it.
I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, we'll buy it.
And then I'm going to knock you out and then give you CPR with it.
Well, if I'm knocked out, I'm still technically breathing. So
well, we can make that stop.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry, baby. I'm just joking. All right. This has been Mr. Whiskers, the podcast.
Mr. Whiskers is out of time.